Broomehill is in the Great Southern region of Western Australia, around 320 kilometres from the capital city of Perth. The area has traditionally relied on wheat and sheep farming, but in recent years farmers have been diversifying into new areas to help improve income. Settlement began in the 1860s when John McHale of Albany took up a pastoral lease near what was to become the settlement of Eticup. Eticup was never surveyed, despite at one time boasting a number of buildings. With the arrival of the railway in 1889, a siding was constructed where Broomehill stands today, and Eticup fell out of favour as a new settlement started near the siding, and the development of Broomehill began. Broomehill is the second town in WA named after Sir Frederick Napier Broome. Originally, the name was separated into two words, Broome and Hill, but that changed in 1959 when it became the single-word version we know today. The town was gazetted in 1890 by the Western Australian Land Company. A road board district was excised from Kojonup in 1892, and the site was officially recognised by the government in 1897. Robert Henry Jones settled in Broomehill in 1894, after arriving from England by way of Melbourne. He built a general store in 1905, which he later sold to Drew and Robinson of Albany. The building we see today was built in 1911. It is built in the Federation Free Classical style and is an iconic building with an impressive presence in town. The building once housed a general store, bakery, butcher and an office for the Union Bank. The building was renovated and turned into a winery, cafe, restaurant, art and craft gallery and bed and breakfast. We've attempted to find out the opening hours, as those listed online don't seem to be accurate, but so far we haven't had any response. The Broomehill Museum is a small brick building built in 1898, originally serving as a town hall. It was then repurposed as a mechanics lodge, and eventually it became a church. Today it's used as the museum building. It's a treasure trove of interesting machinery and memorabilia. The museum is set for a refurbishment and upgrade to breathe new life into this historical site. Sadly, the old hotel in town is no longer operating, but there is some hope that it will be renovated and reopened. The first hotel in town was constructed in 1889 and was a galvanised iron construction. The Imperial Hotel first began operating in 1902 and ceased trading in 2019. In 2022, a group of local residents got together to form the Broomehill Village Cooperative, with the aim of raising funds to purchase the hotel and bring it back to life. There is a trend across rural Australia for cooperatives like this to take ownership of their local pubs and to keep them operating and in local hands. Coolin is one of the success stories, and we hope Broomehill will be another. If you would like to help, you can get in touch with the BVC on their Facebook page. See the link in the description below. In our travels, we've seen far too many local hotels closing their doors. Reversing this trend is important for bringing these community hubs back to their former glory. The hotel has variously been known as the Broomehill Hotel, Sheridan's Imperial Hotel, Jack Watts's Imperial Hotel, and of course just the plain old Imperial Hotel. At one time there was a co-op store between the hotel and the town hall. Sadly, this building was destroyed in an arson attack in 1993. The Broomehill Agricultural Hall was constructed in 1898. We believe that the current hall dates from 1928. Built in 1892, the Broomehill Post Office has been delivering mail for the Broomehill community for well over 100 years. The post office was renovated and includes a small gift and stationery shop. Local tourist information and brochures are also available there. There is a small caravan park in town. Sites may be a bit small for bigger rigs, but most caravans and motorhomes will fit in without any fuss. The facilities are what you would normally expect, and the nightly rate is reasonable compared to many other similar parks. And there is one small cabin available if you're not travelling in a caravan or motorhome. St Elizabeth Church started its life as a police station in 1892. It's one of the oldest buildings in town. And following the discovery of gold in Coolgardie in 1893, John Holland blazed a trail that became known as Holland's Track. Now that took a bit of imagination to name, didn't it? Prospectors travelled to Broomehill by train and then began the arduous 450-kilometre trek to the goldfields on foot. The Holland Track has today been mainly overtaken by farmland, but several now unconnected parts of the original track can still be followed via wheatbelt roads through the area. The eastern part of the Holland Track still passes through virgin bushland, out past the rabbit-proof fence. The route can be covered by following strip maps and is part of a heritage trail that opened in 1993. No fuel or water is available between Hyden and Coolgardie, but you must carry enough to safely travel at least 360 kilometres. To have enough time to explore the attractions along the track, allow at least 3 days. The trip is probably best done in spring, when the wildflowers are at their best and temperatures are still low. Rain can make the track impassable, so it's best tackled in dry weather.